Hello, and welcome back to Gaming Safe Space, a place for gamers to discuss what works and what doesn't. Today, I'm sharing my thoughts on Assassin's Creed Shadows. I've played it for about 15 hours, and I've decided to stop. I'm not continuing. This won't be a positive review, and I'll be comparing it to Assassin's Creed Odyssey, my favorite in the series. If you're curious why I'm stepping away from Shadows, keep listening. I'll explain everything. First, some context. Odyssey is my benchmark for Assassin's Creed. I loved Cassandra, the Greek setting, the combat, and the exploration. It was made by Ubisoft Quebec, the same studio behind Shadows, so I had expectations. I skipped Valhalla because I didn't enjoy its combat or overall feel. No offense to those who did, it just wasn't for me. When Shadows released, I hoped it might recapture what made Odyssey special. Here's where I'm at. 15 hours in, playing as Naoi, not yet unlocked Yasuke, and I've eliminated 2 targets. That's it. I'm done. Let's break down why. Starting with Naoi, the main character so far. She's decent. Her stealth and ninja skills are interesting, but she doesn't compare to Cassandra from Odyssey. Cassandra had a strong presence and personality that made her memorable, whether she was fighting or speaking. Naoi feels less defined. Her voice acting is also inconsistent. Some lines sound unnatural or stiff. In Odyssey, Cassandra's voice actor, Melissanthi Mahut, brought every moment to life. Naoi isn't terrible, but she lacks that same impact, and I noticed the difference. Now, the story. It's confusing. New character names are mentioned constantly, and I often don't know who they are or why they matter. There's little explanation, and I feel lost in a sea of unfamiliar faces. A solution could have been a glossary. I've been playing Avowed recently, and it has a feature where you can check a guide mid-conversation to recall who's being discussed. Shadows needs something like that. In Odyssey, the story was clear. I understood my goals and the people involved, even with its mythical elements. Here, I'm frustrated and disconnected. Next, dialogue options. Odyssey gave me choices that shaped Cassandra's personality and decisions, making her feel like my character. In Shadows, Naoi doesn't offer that. There are few meaningful options, and I feel more like a passenger than a participant. This reduces the role-playing aspect I enjoyed in Odyssey. I understand not every Assassin's Creed game needs to be an RPG, but after Odyssey's freedom, this feels limiting. I want control, not just a scripted path. The map is another issue. There are camps marked in red across the world, which I usually enjoy clearing. But there's no guidance. No message tells me what to do or when I've finished. I'll stealth through, take out enemies, grab loot, and the marker stays red. Did I complete it? I don't know. In Odyssey, clearing a fort came with a clear, objective, complete signal. Shadows leaves me guessing, and that lack of clarity is irritating. Combat is worth mentioning. It's an improvement over Valhalla, which I found slow and heavy. Naoi's ninja moves are somewhat enjoyable, but compared to Odyssey, it's not as good. Odyssey had smooth, responsive combat. Every attack felt powerful, and chaining abilities was satisfying. In Shadows, it feels less polished. It leans towards stealth, but when combat happens, it's awkward and lacks the same flow. It's not the worst, but it doesn't match what I loved in Odyssey. Then there's climbing. In Odyssey, I could climb anything. Mountains, buildings, statues, it didn't matter. Cassandra moved freely. In Shadows, that's restricted. Many surfaces can't be climbed, and it brings back an old Assassin's Creed problem. Accidental jumps. I'll try to sneak, but Naoi leaps onto something I didn't intend, alerting everyone. Stealth is supposed to be key, but the controls make it harder than it should be. I've failed missions because of this, and it's aggravating. After 15 hours, I'm stopping. I haven't reached Yasuke yet, and he might be great. I don't know, but I'm not motivated to find out. Tomorrow, Atomfall releases, and as someone who loves Fallout, I'm eager to play that instead. Shadows hasn't held my interest. It's not a complete failure, but it doesn't come close to Odyssey. I wanted a compelling story, a character I could shape, and satisfying gameplay. Shadows falls short on all of those. But that's my take. What about you? Are you enjoying Shadows, or do you agree it's lacking? Leave your thoughts in the comments. I'm curious to hear if you're having a different experience. If you like this video, hit the like button, subscribe if you haven't, and turn on notifications for more. Thanks for watching Gaming Safe Space. I'll see you in the next one.